and we are on episode 50. Well, we're on quest 80. I don't know what episode we're on. Whoops.
That's an interesting way to count.
52?
I don't know when we started streaming, but
I think it would have been like the 30-second game.
yeah. We are joined as always with Rumham. Rumham, who are you playing?
Hi, my name is Romham. I play Kalia. Couldn't make it last week to the boys' night. I'm was a little sad to not be able to go, but you know how it is. It was boys' night. I wasn't allowed to go.
Boys' night. Speaking of people who wasn't there for boys' night, Ellen.
Ella played Dame Curie Jade Spine, and I was also not at boys' night.
But you know who was at boys' night? Zarze. Zarze, how's it going? Who are you playing?
It's me. I'm Argron, the Black Chromatic Wizard. I was there for boys' night. I'm here to party. Boys' night does not die.
Boys' night. Pow?
Do I get to... Oh.
Yo, what up? I'm Pao. I'm Commander. Boys' night.
Boys' night. And of course, let's not forget Seb.
Hi. I'm Seb. Let's not pretend that we don't know why you're here. It's been a week, and I've really missed you. I hope you thought about me too. Anyways, I'm playing Ash, and
No, you're not.
I'm playing Talus. And I had another man inside of me that was considerably older than me last week.
Boys' night. Quick soundtrack. All you should hear is standard 13th stage music at a pretty reasonable volume. Go ahead and roll your iconic relationships.
Do I get to roll 8d10?
No, you roll standard icon relationships.
No, for Raza.
Is it? Yes, because we didn't do one last week, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Are we back on 18?
We're
Yes.
still on 18.
Okay.
Oh, today's gonna be a good day. Egron's got it coming for him.
I don't think I can edit his icon relationships.
Oh.
Now I am.
Wow, this is the first time I've got icon relationships in weeks.
42.
I'm loaded up with sixes. Let's go.
Oh yeah, the boy's on his way back.
Yeah, it's almost time for a Raza crossover. Unfortunate, given that you're all in the thief.
Oh, maybe Raza could be in the thief again.
Can you kill things a little slower, dude? At least until we're out of here?
So, boy, let's go ahead. Last session, you guys got split up by a skelepede. All the skeletons in the walls just kind of got riled up and started like forming a giant seething wall of bones. Just a giant wave. The Dame and Kalia went down path A. Leanne and Talus and Lucian and Grizz went down path B. We explored what they did last session. Let's go ahead and quick figure out what happened with the Dame and Kalia after you briefly split up. Every branching path you took.
God damn it. How do I raise hand? Fucking
Slash RMK or raise my hand.
why is slash hand not a thing? I'm mad.
I can add it. What do you need, pal?
Hey, it was mostly just Zarze. He hit the button to roll icons and it didn't roll for him, which might have issues for later on. If that doesn't work, then that might mean other things don't work.
Zarze, you should be able to open the Lucian sheet.
Yep, I opened it. I familiarized myself with it. I can't do anything with it.
Alright. Now all of a sudden I see the... we'll just roll both of them for you. There you go. It's possible because it's a token... Oh, wait. Hold on. Configure permissions. Zarze... Oh, yaha, I see. Okay, you should be good now.
Thank you, Papa.
Okay. So every branching path in the catacombs of the ossuary that the Dame and Kalia ran down, the Scalopede just kind of kept splitting until it ended up being a small trickle at their ankles of just bones rolling past them. You guys managed to take a quick breath, and just, man, where did our party go? But you do see a figure up ahead. It's a older man in a cloak. He's at the edge of your torch range. He doesn't seem to have one himself, and he is hobbling, clutching his side.
You all right there, sir?
He looks up in surprise, his old weathered face. There seem to be cataracts across his eyes. Other humans in this terrifying abode?
Well, a dwarf and an Asimir.
Oh,
But yeah.
that makes you mostly human.
Civilized,
Thereabouts.
at least. Civilized.
Certainly better than all these, and he just kind of gestures at all the skeletons around him.
Yeah.
Pray tell an old man, what brings others to these parts? I've been wandering these catacombs for weeks.
Well, the bone train, it was going full steam ahead. We had to get out of there before we became part of the tracks.
The bone train. I must be an Asimir thing.
You were eaten?
I was eaten.
No.
Is that why it's so dark?
Yeah. Okay, so you were eaten by the stone thief.
Speak up.
By the stone thief. It's
You
the
gotta
living
cup your
dungeon.
hands. Yeah, cup your hands around your mouth. That might help.
Yeah. It's a living dungeon. You heard of those?
You're living in a dungeon?
No, you are living in a dungeon.
Maybe he's not ready for the truth.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Don't worry about it. The place you're in a place called the Ossuary. Do we know that?
Yeah, sure. Oh, maybe you saw a sign.
Okay, sure.
Does he look wounded or anything?
Yeah, he's got all sorts of like stitches across him, like he's been wounded himself and patched them up over time. He's bruised and miscolored in spots.
Undead or?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that sounds undead. Great.
I mean, it smells terrible, right? But you're constantly surrounded by undead. It's hard to. It's just he doesn't look too great though, and he does seem to smell bad.
Okay, why don't we, and Kalia kind of like walks up, making sure that like, her steps are loud enough that he can hear her. Why don't we just sit down? I'll patch you up. V, looks like you've been walking for a little while. I'll patch you up and we can figure out how to get out of here together. What's your name? Do you know that?
Dennis.
Dennis.
Hawthorne.
Okay, Dennis. Let's just
And
sit over here.
he puts his arms up like he's flexing his muscles, but there's just nothing there. He's like, I'm a strong old man. I'm good. You don't need to tend to be a young lady.
Well, it's just we've been running for a while, so let's just sit for a sec and get our bearings and figure out where we are. And
I could get off my feet. He like lets himself down on the floor with a big hoof.
There you go. Yeah. I'll use my cleric heal on him to patch him up as much as I can.
He is trying his best. He's like, no, I don't know. I'm good. I'm fine.
Yep.
He's blind. He can't see.
Yeah. He realizes that, like, you say that out loud, like, you shouldn't be able to see, and he just stares, his eyes suddenly no longer filled with cataracts. He hisses, and a skeleton pops out the back of his flesh chute into the walls.
Oh. Oh.
That was incredible. Does the flesh shoot collapse?
Yeah, it's just a pile of stitched together flesh.
Oh. Oh. Oh, Dame, did you just see that?
Yeah. No, that was gross. I'm suddenly remembering all my mother's lessons about stranger danger just all over again. Whole new meaning. Wow.
God. Ugh.
Be careful who you talk to, or they'll collapse your flesh tube.
Yeah, you know, she didn't mention that specifically. It was just don't talk to strangers, but you know, sometimes they collapse into flesh tubes, and that's not okay.
So did his skeleton just like sink into the wall of skeletons?
Yes.
Cool. Let's keep walking.
Let's keep going.
I'm not stopping to talk to anyone after this. One time I try to be helpful.
You have.
Can I pull out? I have a miniature tavern sign, which glows based on how close it is to a drinking establishment. And after that, Dame could definitely use a drink, as well as probably a little bit more light. I'd like to pull that out.
I could use a new set of eyeballs.
Your miniature tavern sign transform into a small weathered wooden sign swinging with inscribed with the words calcium.
That does not sound promising.
We don't need any more calcium.
No.
It is quite bright, however. Whatever establishment this is appears to be close.
Please don't let it be made of skeletons. Please, no more skeletons. I'm sick and tired of skeletons. Let's just hope they have, like, I don't know, a wood bench, maybe like stone floor.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go.
Is that too much to ask for?
Yes.
Apparently.
As you guys start making your way, following the brightness of the tavern, keeping tavern sign, you are keeping your guard up after having encountered that undead posing as humans. And as you round the corner and see a trio of figures, Kalia raises up her shield and the dame's like ready to shout at him. It is a bald man in a cape. His bald is maybe the wrong word. His hair has been cut off and it's just bald, but patches of scruff left. No beard, no hair, just bald. A dog sitting there with a leg of an undead. A very, very drunk looking man carrying two daggers. One of his eyes is purple, and a tiefling with an extra tail stuffed in her back pocket with a card that says Rahul on it with a red lipstick kiss on it. This is your party.
Leanne?
So glad we did not go to Calcium. What on earth?
Oh, hey guys. I'm glad you're okay.
Wait.
Lucian is completely bald.
What is wrong with you? You look so stupid.
As you approach, you hear like muttering and shouting from Tals's direction, who again looks like he's about to pass out. And a voice you don't recognize is like, "Enough! This body's too sick and tired." And with a bright purpley flash, a beam of purple light shoots out of Talus's eye and into Lucian. And all of a sudden, Lucian like rises around for a bit, and then he looks up, his left eye now purple.
Much better. This body isn't drunk and feels so much stronger. Ugh.
Oh, Talus, what did you catch and spread to everybody else?
Yeah, Talus,
it's a wizard. It's a wizard. I didn't do
Not
anything.
just a wizard, Talus.
No, it's just a wizard. He's a jerk.
I didn't know you could catch those.
Yeah.
that explains so
night?
much.
Say hello to one of the chromatic wizards.
Oh, that's
Oh.
We bow if you wish. I will not stop you.
No, Oh, you really? Out of everything that you could have caught, you caught a chromatic wizard?
I said I didn't catch anything. He forced himself on me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not okay,
That-
Mr.
that's
Chromatic
different.
Wizard.
Yeah, that's.
No. The circumstances aren't exactly like that.
No, it sounds a lot worse when you say it how it really was.
Oh, right.
Bestow
now,
great power upon you.
No, I believe you tried to kill him with a bottle of holy water.
Explain to you how
No,
that.
it was wine. It was wine.
It was definitely holy water.
Oh,
can't-
and Lucian shaved his head to get money from skeletons.
And beer.
Who
And
should?
chest
Why?
hair.
I missed
You
that?
don't have a lot going for you, and you shaved your hair.
Oh man, I wish I would have seen that. I would have paid front row tickets for that nightmare.
We gotta
Lucian
buy
is
him a
decidedly not here right now. His body is currently just like Egron has taken over Lucian's body completely, and it's just like looking at it like, ooh, a fine body, ooh, like
I
testing.
called
out
Grizz,
the-
but Lucian's not here.
What?
Why
Dibs
does-
on
why-
Grizz.
Why is Grizz's leg like that?
No, Grizz has a
Like,
leg in his
has-
mouth.
He's
Oh.
eating this guy.
Okay. Are we sure we want? What if Grizz catches a wizard by eating that? Should we take that away?
That's fine.
I
It's
think
not
it'll be
even
fine.
wizard-related bone. Although he did puke earlier.
What in the what?
Now that you
The
look
dog's
like
puking. Talus is catching
Well-
weird wizard diseases. Lucian's bald. Leanne has an extra tail.
It's in my bag. All right.
That doesn't make it.
Why do you
any-
need another tail?
It's dragon tail. I don't know what age this is from. This could be absolutely perfection with the right meat.
Okay.
Decide not to tell them about the slug in my ear. Since
What?
Since they're being so judgmental.
And a calling card. Is that a calling card you have in your back pocket there, Leanne?
Oh. When did that get there? I guess one of the skeletons gave it to me. There was a pole dancing skeleton.
Oh, a pole dancing skeleton gave you a calling card. That's cool. That sounds really fun.
Oh yeah,
God, you had such a
Rahul.
fun time.
No, he was great. He's an icon, honestly.
ab-
Oh, what an exotic name.
He did act kind. He fell when he saw Lucian, which was weird.
The hair. It was the hair. It was that's who he sold the hair
He
to.
already had hair.
Well, sold it to Rahul wannabes, really.
Well, yes, that is true. So I think everyone in that bar wanted to be Rahul.
I mean,
We
that
also
guy-
found a long dead ancient family figure of one of the Empire's greatest gladiators.
I don't want to hear anymore. I'm done.
Speaking of not wanting to hear anymore, Talus is just looks in immense pain as if there's tens of thousands of chattering voices at him.
Oh, it's the leg, isn't it?
No, it's the wall of undead.
Is it outside the bar? Oh,
You,
yeah.
you're walking
Did you
along
forget-
corridors made of undead crammed together, and all of them are talking.
Anyway, the most edible thing they have in there is an apple pie, and that's probably gone already.
Well, great. We have no use of going there now.
Okay, great. Yeah,
Really good drinks, though.
I don't believe you. Okay.
Pretty good
Dave,
bartender.
would you mind? Sorry, everyone, if you could just. There's like an immediate area where I do have some effect. I just need everybody to shut up for a minute, like 30 minutes until we get out of this place. Dan, would you mind singing me one of your lovely ballads to just detract from, everything that's going on right now? And there's like he's pale and sweating.
Great. So
Uh,
he caught a wizard and a hangover.
I don't think singing is really that. I'm a
It's-
dwarf. I know
it's-
a lot about hangovers. That's singing's not
He
really.
might have drank something that had like.
Don't you out me!
in it.
Yeah, that's it. Dish detergent, and I'm just like scratching my ear.
Oh.
Speaking of
I-
drinking,
How did you make it this long in life without knowing not to drink dish detergent?
It has been a time.
Egron in Lucian's body reaches over to Talus's like pouch and like pulls out a flask.
You touch me! Don't you touch me!
He uncaps it, and the rank smell of floor cleaner and olive oil and vinegar just wafts out of it.
Did you go through my things?
What is that?
This is Egron's favorite
That-
drink.
I
The
mean,
Leroy
No.
special.
if he doesn't want it, I'll take it gladly.
No. Do not put that in, Lucian. No.
I'm not putting it in Lucian. I'm putting it in me, who happens to be inhabiting his body.
Yeah, well, is it still going to be in his stomach when you get out?
I don't know.
Yes.
Guarantee
The
that's
answer
not
is
supposed to
yes.
go- I guarantee that's not supposed to go through a human digestive system. Don't do it.
I make myself puke in the background.
He's not human, and it didn't work for him. Maybe it works for humans. You don't know.
No, pretty sure no.
I'm gonna stow away the bottle for the future.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Why don't you make it into a Molotov cocktail? I think it'll be more useful that way.
Then
You
I
know
can't
what?
drink that. And if I try to drink that, this man will be set on fire.
You don't have to drink it. Why do you have to drink it?
It's my favorite drink.
Egron, I'll
Have you tried literally anything else?
Have anything else?
You've tried ages worth of different drinks.
I've had everything else.
Egron, I'll tell you what. Next time we get some good quality meat, I'll make you something absolutely spectacular. Just don't drink that. All right?
You're making a promise to a chromatic wizard. I hope you can uphold it.
I've been there, done that with Usador.
Okay, now that we're all reacquainted, can we just leave this place before somebody else walks back in?
Yes, I believe that was the plan.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
No.
dame and I are fine, by the way. Thanks for asking.
we're
You
good. No, we
looked
didn't see a
fine.
skeleton just kind of fall out of a flesh suit. No, that did
Oh.
not happen.
Oh, right. You guys didn't know about that. We met a bartender in a flesh suit.
Great. We've
Oh,
all
good, there's
come
more of
full
them.
circle.
There's more of them. There are different flesh
Yes,
suits. Great.
The Flesh Tailor.
The what?
The Flesh Tailor. Apparently a relatively new addition to the Stone Thief.
I hate it here. I hate
Yeah.
it here. I hate it here.
There was a plan to kill it at one point. That was a good plan.
Well, you know, if we kill the Stone Thief, does this all die with it, or are we going to have to separately dispose of things like the Flesh Tailor?
I refuse to answer that question.
That was more of a rhetorical question in character, but I appreciate it. Either way, let's get moving. No sense in wasting time.
As the party sets off, it like you look back and like Egron is still standing there in Lucian's body. Like, oh right, I need to like move. Been a while since he's had to move.
Probably
Okay, the legs go up and down. Yeah. Up, down.
Lucian's
kind of
marching
control.
like a soldier, up, down, up, down.
It's kind of a controlled fall sort of situation.
As you start traversing along the catacombs, less and less of the walls and floor and ceiling are made of the packed undead, and it starts turning into more traditional, stone and wood and archways and things like that. Ugh. You see a juncture up ahead, and it looks like this is one of the areas that the Stone Thief has jammed multiple areas together, stitching them into one. And there is a line of like yellow something just it almost looks like a powder or like a plant along the floor and walls and ceiling, leading up to an ornate door. If Ash were to see this substance, he would just scream and book it the other way. But Egron can tell you this is not just any mold. This is a horrific biological weapon created by the Wizard King called Yellow Mold. A single spore from this can turn a man's lungs into brownish sludge in minutes.
Oh, good.
The
I bet you just
Archmage
want to.
cast a spell to eradicate all yellow mold from the surface world, but it seems there's still some here.
Okay, but we don't. What's it growing on?
Around out, you should probably. That was my prompt for you to tell the party that.
As you can see, around this door passage here, yellow mold. I look at them as if they already know what yellow mold is, because clearly everyone knows what yellow mold is.
I know about black mold.
Right. This is yellow mold. You know that
Bet you just want to.
extremely dangerous mold gets into your lungs, and you are basically dead.
Okay. Can we go elsewhere where there is not yellow mold?
Sure, you can continue on.
Well, what's back there? There's always something back there.
Yeah.
Everyone knows there's always something back there.
Who wants to take the sacrifice?
Sacrifice? That's not. Get out of here with your sacrifice nonsense. All it takes is a little bit of skill. And I'm going to try and very sort of like how would you use this? I guess with sort of a slow, methodical agility, right? That doesn't make sense. I guess just very accurate movements. I'm going to try and pass through that door, like angling my torso and my hips and following through with my legs, you know, through every small nook and cranny while I peep the passage.
So you can get like 5 or 10 feet into the passage before you encounter this line of yellow mold in front of like a couple feet in front of the door. As you start to approach, there's a bunch of jostling and such, and a skeleton like half emerges from the wall on the ceiling above you and pops down like, "Hey, bud! Hey, I'm talking to you. Hey, Flesh!"
Mold
Hi.
box?
No, a skeleton popped down from the ceiling.
Oh, okay.
I say I sort of like freeze in place and I shh. Yes, okay. Hi, can you make it not look like we're talking?
Hey!
How are you doing? Hi.
Hey, the master would appreciate if you didn't go past the dangerous yellow line. Please use the audience chamber.
Who's the master?
The master, the Flesh Tailor.
Oh, of course, the Flesh Tailor.
Of course, the rest of the party is staring on and just sees a chattering skeleton, like just click, 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 click.
I'm looking straight ahead. I'm like talking through gritted teeth. I'm speaking very like slowly, and the door. Would it inconvenience the Flesh Tailor to go back this way?
No, don't go through the side entrance. We have a wonderful audience chamber.
Well,
Look, you just make a left, go straight past 2 junctions, take a right. Slight angle upward, and then down and to the right again. Can't miss it. If you go past the pit of undying bones, you've gone too far.
Okay. Repeat that for me one more time.
Okay, take a left. Go
Is it
straight
a
past
take a
2
left?
junctions. Take a right. Go slightly upward up the hill, and then take another right. You're there.
And then take another right.
Yeah.
Okay. I look down at him and I just say, "But what's through the door?"
What do you think through the door? All sorts of fucking necromantic shit. How do you think baby
Right.
skeletons are born, huh, bud?
Valuable necromantic stuff?
Yeah, maybe if you like bones.
Tell us, what is he saying?
What? What? Do you
What?
mean, what is it saying?
I don't understand undead. I'm scared and I don't know what to do next. Can
Okay,
you-
so which
you-
direction
so
are we
if-
going?
Stop. So, does that... would it inconvenience the Flesh
Yes.
Tailor if we went back there?
That's why. Yeah. Do you see the
Okay.
yellow mold?
No.
No good.
Okay.
Don't go.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, bud.
We need to
time's
burn
up.
the
My-
mold. We need to
my
get through
shift,
here.
My shift's over.
I'm gonna
I'm going
try-
to calcium. And he pops back up into the ceiling.
Have a good one. I want to get to the door while shouting back to the party. There's a line of mold, but if we can't get through here, I think I know the way to where the Flesh Tailor is hiding out.
How long have you spoken skeleton?
I don't speak skeleton. It's just a vision. I had a vision. The Prince of Shadows came to me.
Mhm.
I have a very strong, iconic relationship with him, and that's all that was.
Uh-huh.
And does the Prince of Shadows usually appear to you as a talking skeleton?
That completely coincidental. Why, do you speak skeleton? Do you know what he was saying?
No, but I'm kind of
Okay.
an expert in body language, seeing as I'm a professional.
Oh, well, I don't know how you could read anything. I was standing perfectly still.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that looked like a real bad ventriloquy act.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You want
I
to
have
work on
nothing-
that if you're going to keep lying
have-
about talking to skeletons.
I have nothing for that. So I do want to try and get through this door. You said there is a line of mold, which obviously means we have to clear the way for the rest of the party. I think I can make it across.
Yes. You could try to, use a spell to clear it, or do a ritual, or you could make a check to try to get past it. If you take precautions, of which I'm not going to say what those precautions are, is only a DC 25 check per person.
I would like to jeter over the line.
Some of us are very large. I will not be doing that.
What preparations are you taking?
I don't have an inventory.
Okay. Say something
So
you want.
I'm gonna you know what? This is sort of like I'm going to sort of loosen up and like roll my neck. This is something I've been practicing. It's I have a bit of a tie with the Prince of Shadows, in that I have been in the same sort of like alleyway maybe once or twice by some of the higher ups and some of the magic that they know in their organization. I have seen and I've practiced like to help me in my theater productions, like getting off scene very quickly or appearing from behind one set piece to another. So as I leap, I would like to sort of like fold into the Prince of Shadows sort of world and, ghost to the other side.
Okay.
That works?
No, you gotta roll.
Okay, that's an iconic 5, by the way.
Okay. So iconics normally let you pass a save, automatically. What do you view, like, what do you think a good complication of this would be?
A good complication of this would be, uh, I think maybe there's like a sort of like small. I'm not perfect at it, so there's sort of like a puff of air or something, like a woomph that sort of stirs up some spores, either on my side or the party side. Preferably on mine. I don't. Does that?
Sure, if that's what you want.
Wait a second.
So what exactly does this mold do if it touches us? again?
Turns your lungs to brownish sludge within minutes.
Cool.
I sort of like jog out of reach of the cloud, and I've like wave a hand. I'm like, you guys are fine.
All right, I'm gonna say that because you stirred, like, the waft of air, like, unsettled some of the spores into the air. Is now a DC 30 to get through either way.
I will meet you on the other side.
Do we care about what's over this line?
They did say, the prince said, specifically the prince and not the skeleton.
I actively handle liars on a daily basis and already have the evidence that you.
On the other side of this door is some stuff for the Flesh Tailor. Maybe we can find a way to take them down easier, or at least get these walls to shut the fuck up.
The walls are the skeleton walls are talking to you.
No, what?
Mm-hmm.
He has a
Again.
slug in his ear.
You gotta get better at the lying if you're gonna bother to lie in the first place.
I'm gonna jiggle the doorknob like quickly.
Yeah, the door opens easily. You're able to just, like, open, slide through, close it behind you.
I don't think I care that he talks to skeletons. I'm just irritated that he's lying so badly about it. Like,
Yes, I'm not sure why he cares so much. Maybe it's because there's a slug in his ear that he uses to talk with them. I don't know.
a slug. I mean, that's unhygienic, but I mean, somebody over here's managed to catch the wizard, so.
Well,
I'm right here.
Yeah. Still pretty sure you're contagious.
so Egron, you speak undead, right?
Oh, absolutely he does.
Do you happen to know what that skeleton said to him?
We told him that the boss doesn't want him to go on through that line, and to instead go down, take a left, go down 2 corridors, take a right, go up a sleepish hill, kinda, then take another left, and you'll go into the audience chamber.
I feel like that
Flesh Tailor
might
doesn't
be,
want anybody to go through that line.
I think. Now, it could be a trap, following the instructions given. But I also don't want to deal with this mold at all.
Nobody wants to deal with mold.
It would probably take like half an hour to an hour for it to settle back down to an easier check.
I'm like in the audience chamber. Should we try and get Talus or just let him?
And he'll be fine, I hope. If nothing else, I think we're going to the same area, just from a different entrance.
I'm gonna be the monkey in the monkey in the machine, just throwing
Okay.
wrenches in every gear.
Yeah, you're good being on your own.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Okay.
Talus,
yeah,
I hope you don't mind. We'll get back to you in a bit. But for now, you guys follow the instructions. You see a nice ornate door in front of you with a welcome sign out it, and you walk into a somewhat cheery room. Half of the room is nice and warm. nice bronze tiles, a fireplace that's been stocked, a nice cowhide leather reclining chair. There are 5 glasses of wine poured out. The dame can see that it is a super high-end wine. Dame, tell us about this wine.
Let's see. Hang on. I just got logged out of the forge. A super high-end wine. Are we talking red or white?
They have currently poured a red, but there are a couple other selections on a side table.
Okay, so the red that's poured is a very well-aged. It's potentially even from a previous age, so it's a little bit past its prime, but that doesn't change the fact that it's a very rare vintage. It's picking up some of the what is it? I'm trying to remember what color old reds go, and I think they basically kind of go slightly orange as they age. So it's picking up a little bit of that, and I have no idea what vintage it would be.
Obviously 11th age.
Yeah.
They are served in some very high-end silver goblets, one for each of you. Although now that Talith is not here, there's just one unclaimed cup. The other side of the room, however, is much colder. Necromantic flames and giant braziers. A throne chair made out of skeletons of adventures past, and the leather made out of human skin. There is a single skull-shaped silver bell on the table, and a small handwritten note saying, "Please enjoy and ring when ready."
The map loads.
Well, Kalia's gonna go in the front. And is prepared to ring it. If nobody else wants to do it.
I would like to investigate the wine a little bit more, particularly to see if it seems like it's been poisoned or tampered with.
That'd be a wisdom or intelligence check.
Okay, those are equal for me, so I'll do wisdom. And I would like to do my background as an opera singer. She spent a lot of time hobnobbing with people who really like wine. She has to be able to keep up with them and understand if she's drinking a good vintage or not.
Okay.
So it's not really her thing, but she does know her way around a glass.
Okay, go ahead and roll. You do the thing where you swirl around the wine in the glass, sniff the aroma, watch it, its legs and the side of the goblet. It seems completely fine.
Okay.
In fact, it is the perfect temperature for drinking.
Okay. I think the dame's gonna kind of cautiously taste it and then put it back down.
It's exquisite.
Quite nice.
Quite nice, you say.
How about we don't drink the weird stuff, you guys? Did we forget about the Larry special?
Doesn't seem to be anything wrong with it. It's just wine. Very, very nice, expensive wine.
Get a wine cup then. We're taking some drinks then.
What happens if I accidentally bump into the table and spill all the cups?
Then you'd be wasting a lot of very nice wine.
Leave it. If you don't want to drink it, then don't drink it, okay? I had a sip to be hospitable. Should we ring the bell? Let's ring the bell.
Yeah, Callie is gonna ring the bell.
It is a clear, crystalline sound as the bell rings from within the silver skull. And shortly thereafter, a door opens, and the yellow mold around these doors shifts out of the way as a well-dressed, but clearly flesh bodysuit undead comes over She does a very formal 90-degree bow, and it's like, "Greetings, adventurers. So it is quite a pleasure, and the Flesh Tailor welcomes you.
Really?
My name is Nisha, and I hope to be of service."
We're so glad to be here. Mostly, I think we're just after some directions.
Ah, yes, we could, we could fetch you a current map of how things are conducted. We just got the latest reports from this set of the Stone Thief shifting.
That would be fantastic.
She like pulls out a pad of paper and jots down map. It is a deep red that she's penning in, almost blood red.
Okay. Is there anything else that we really need right now, or are we? Would that be enough for us to be off on our way, everyone?
She looks up. "It is a shame that your other friend could not join us."
Our other
Yeah.
friend?
Yes,
I
the one that apparently can understand the undead.
Yes.
Alice. Yes, I'm afraid he was detained. Some other business held him up. He would have really liked it, the opportunity to meet you and sample this wine.
Her
I'm
face
sure it
is
would
just
be.
completely unmoving, and she does not blink as she's just standing there.
We take a few of these bottles for the road.
Absolutely, it's for your perusal.
How many bottles are there?
There's just like there's probably like 20 bottles here.
Just no restraint.
All of them are like worth anywhere from like 10 gold to a full platinum a bottle.
Yo, that's some quick money. That'll buy you a few horses.
Okay. Well, I think that'll about do it then. I assume valuable information like the current layout of the Stone Thief is not complimentary. Shall we discuss price?
The Flesh Tailor is happy to provide many complimentary services, such as location assistance and this lovely room to abode in. However, there are many services that, if you should wish further rewards, money, great items of power, assistance, forces, if you are so interested in these items, the Flesh Tailor is happy to barter. He has many things that capable adventurers such as yourself could assist in.
And what sort?
Well, the Flesh Tailor is, constrained by the Stone Thief to this level, and therefore his reach cannot, extend very far to the others. There are many numerous pests and nuisances amongst the Stone Thief. The first and foremost is the Orc Fangrot. His rotting kin have abided in the Stone Thief for too long, and we wish him removed. Outside of the Stone Thief, there are many powerful necromantic books and components that, if were you to fetch them for the Flesh Tailor and bring them back, you would be duly recompensed.
Well, we'll keep an eye out for the orc at least.
We'd be happy to take a list of the books, but we'll keep an eye out for them as well. But we don't typically run in necromantic circles, so I can't exactly guarantee we'd be able to
Here's
bring
the
anything
Flesh
back.
Tailor's current reading list, and she procures a nicely and very cleanly written note and hands it over.
Thank you very much.
Your touch recoils a bit as you realize that this paper, too, is made out of human skin.
great parchment. Okay. I think that concludes our business. We'll go find where Talus has got to then.
Ah, I have just received whisperings that we have found your friend. He is being taken care of. Do not worry.
Taken care of in
Only the most hospitable way for those who cross the line.
and how hospitable is that?
She just stares unblinking back at you.
That kind of hospitality. I see.
He will not
really
be
like-
enjoying the wine, unfortunately.
It's such a shame. He's a big drinker, that one. I don't suppose there's any chance that we could see him.
It does not appear so.
How unfortunate.
Let's see.
Let's go ahead and real quick pause and see how Talus is doing. We're going to flop over. Talus, you have gone down some pathways and arrived in a brightly lit room made out of marble. There is a
Yeah,
giant...
this is pretty bright.
Yeah, there's a pool. There's a fairly shallow pool lined with marble and granite along the bottom, and there's just 100 faces, heads staring straight up out of them, unblinking, carefully preserved.
That's disgusting. I think now that I have a moment to myself and no one else is around, I'm going
This
to
room
pull
is
out.
blissfully quiet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make my way away from the door a little bit. Maybe sit down over here and pull out, like a small pendant I have of the priestess, and roll a recovery real quick, if that's okay.
Not a bad roll.
And as I stand up, I say to myself, this will be a good way to realign myself with the church. And I'll start poking around. Is this liquid?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Question:
Yep.
Are we supposed to be able to see anything?
I don't know if I ever gave you guys permission of Talus. One second.
Yeah, we've just been staring at pure darkness.
How about now?
Pretty.
Yeah, I thought I'd screwed something up,
You
and
moved the camera, but I still don't see anything.
Let me just turn off token vision for this one because it doesn't really matter. All right, you should be able to see the map now.
Oh my
Ah.
god, those are
Plus-
heads.
Yeah, that's
Talus,
a threesome.
as you're pacing along and looking down at, there's elvish heads and dwarf heads and tiefling heads, and that tiefling looks really familiar. It's Leanne's face staring unblinking up at you out of the water. And there next to it is Callia's. And that's the dame's.
No.
And that's
I would-
yours. Your face is staring unblinking up at you out of the water. It's you down to the tiny details.
I look away. What happens? What?
Nothing.
I'm not. Okay. I sort of steel myself against it, and
Anyone who can't see should just give it
And-
a reload and see if that works.
and put on a brave face. I think I want to try this door to the left first.
Okay. Down that door, you can see that there is a undead attendant who just went through to a front room. Shortly thereafter, you hear her saying, "Welcome, the Flesh Tailor's honored to see you." And you hear murmuring voices, although it's difficult to make out who they are.
Okay. I sort of. My expectation is that the party will reach them soon, so I will sort of assuming that whoever is supposed to be meeting us is busy, I will then try the northern door.
One second. All right, you walk into a room. Let me describe it for you.
God, you read me like a book. You read me like a book.
What?
No, I'm just impressed. Go on.
This area of the Stone Thieves appears much older than any of the other rooms you have seen in the entirety of the Stone Thief. Although everything else you've walked through have been fairly recent, like, you know, from recent ages, you know, common tongue, burial rites of the common age and such. This crypt is lined with a milk-veined living stone. The rest of the A team would have known this to be stone that's been completely merged with the Stone Thief. Across this room, there's a bunch of cairns, pyramidal piles of stone covering up a single corpse. Traditionally, the corpse sits hunched over, drawn up by a chain or a rope, and is buried, and the stones are stacked over them. Some of the things have been here so long that the stones have fallen in upon themselves, grinding the bones within the dust, and that dust then merged with the Stone Thief. Others are slowly, crumbling in, and one looks like it had been burst out from the inside out.
Ooh. That they
Not
did mention
recent,
that's how.
But go ahead.
Sure, they did mention that skeletons had to be born somehow. Okay, I would like to inspect the open one further, or is there more detail to the room?
Nope, you're good.
Okay. Oh, this only loaded 60% for me. Hold on, I'll refresh real quick.
What a nice looking pillar bow.
Can you guys see from Talus's view?
Yeah, I can see Talus' view.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm good.
Okay.
Let's see.
I had to reload the page.
I did too. I'm not.
Yeah, I'll reload.
Oh, you guys can see? Okay. Well, I can do Theater of the Mind. What's inside of the first open tomb?
Why can't
Or
you see?
pile of cairns. The one that's first open.
What? Oh, let me reload. Some of these look like they've been purposely smashed. The one looks like it was smashed from the inside out. But most of these,
Right.
like the ones that you can see inside of, because of like the stones are giving way, you see just corpses hunched over in purple robes. They have a single purple rope that is tying up their entire body.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Kinky.
Okay. So okay, what if I try to remove some of the stones from like the face of somebody that they're not covered? Do the bodies look dried up and desiccated?
Yeah, no, these bodies are old. Most are desiccated, or even just skeletons completely. Some their bones are being crushed by the stones above them. That said, if you try to, as you reach out and try to mess with the stone of one of them, a lashing bit of psychic hate lashes out against you.
Oh, that's less than good. Okay.
It hit your MD, and you take 13 damage.
Sure.
As you hear you get nightmares quickly flashing through your brain. And in those nightmares, in just those hours of nightmares compressed to seconds, you see just the hate of a people ostracized from society who want nothing more than the stone thief to rise up and consume all that it can.
So this was. Oh, wow. All right. Well, I don't want these guys coming back. So I myself don't know any spells that could help with the situation.
Can you see now, by the way?
No, I can't. But I
Why
am.
not? Hold on, let me... You are Seb. You own Talus. Talus has
Yes.
vision.
I'm also like 96% loaded,
Ah.
and so.
Yeah, I've been sitting at 98 for about 5 minutes now.
Why?
Could be the map.
It's not a very big map.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's
Didn't-
fine on my end.
Yeah, same here.
After you've touched one, and not long
I
after,
made it.
as
I
you're
made it in.
looking, or look around, appraising others, you hear the slam of a door opening, and then this pattering of footsteps in the dark.
Oh.
A magical flare shoots up into the air, and the room is suddenly awash with light. As there is a humanoid in front of you, super well dressed in purple robes himself. He gives you a mocking bow and is like, I see you. I'm going to get a voice from. Young master, I see that you could not provide yourself of the audience chamber like anyone else has the pleasure of using. You are in this most humble of crypts, the crypts of the masters. I ask you leave immediately.
It's not that easy, with the priestess, so see something like the
He hisses
undead
at this.
and helping, the stone thief kinda not okay by, management and personal standards. And I'm gonna pull out my daggers.
Boy, you will find the Flesh Tailors no insignificant threat.
I hear that a lot these days. I mean, that's you and every other guy on the street, right? It's a good look, but it's everywhere.
Yeah, you really do just be wanting Talus to die, don't you?
I can't. I probably have a move to get out of here, but I also have another Prince of Shadow 6.
All right, let's do it. So let's talk about fighting in spirit for the rest of you guys. You guys can, let me look up the exact rules, but essentially give Talus a bonus.
You may I still haven't loaded in, and I'm worried that I don't know all my moves off the top of my head.
Well, good news, you're up first. While we wait for you to finish loading in, Fighting in Spirit is a move that the rest of you can do. Will essentially, one of you per round can come up with a reason that you helped Talus fight, something you taught him in the past, or piece of motivation you gave him that he remembers now. He gets +2 to his stat the first time that this happens in a battle, and +1 thereafter. So that might be a +2 bonus to attack to his 2 hit or to his AC. This bonus lasts for a round, and then we'll rotate to the next person to come up with a +1 bonus and why.
All right. Good luck, Seb. I'm gonna go fill up my drink.
Cool. So the first thing I can immediately think of is to pull up the 13th Age SRT and guess what moves I have.
I mean, I could tell you your moves. Here, let me.
You could take a
Yeah.
you screenshot them for me.
No, let me just
That'll
screen
help.
share. I don't know why it's refusing to load for you though.
That is unfortunate. I'm sorry. I don't want to make a big deal out of it because I know that it just happens.
The one thing to do would be to, like, I don't know, log out of the forge and log back in and try again.
So now that I am full screened on this, I would like to see swift dodge. Which one is that? No, evasive strike. Sorry. So that'll let me get in and then immediately like. Oh, this is the room that I'm in. I thought this was way smaller. The door behind me is locked.
No, that's the door you came out of.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke him. I'm gonna poke him and run.
Okay. Who wants to give Talus his first +2 bonus?
I guess I can. As a fellow performer, I think the dame has given Talus some advice about standing on stage and essentially bluffing. You never want to let them see you sweat.
Yes.
All right.
Never want the audience to know how much they've bothered you, and I feel like that would be a. I'm not sure if I want to do it as a +2 to AC or to. I feel like that makes more sense as a +2 to AC.
All right. You now have an AC of 23 right now, Talus, for the next round. There's
Okay,
two guards by the Flesh Tailor, but you get to go first, so they have no held actions.
Sure. And can I get over to one of them?
Yeah.
With one move?
Yep.
I'm gonna go up to the one on the right and then roll behind the pillar as I pop free.
All right. You run up and you use evasive strike. And it's a crit, baby!
Oh no. Don't do it to him.
This badly injures the creature, staggering him in one go. Tell us how it happens as you pop free.
It's exactly that. You know, you run in, you cut, and then the next, while he's sort of staggering back, I'm gone. There's like a foot scrambling behind the pillar.
All right, you pop free behind the pillar, but you've now moved your move action. This is where you're at.
Okay, that's fair.
All right. Looks why Flesh Tailor kind of hot though. Yeah, he's kind of hot though. All right.
Can you close evasive strike so I can? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm in this now.
Okay, you're good.
No. I'm into this scenario. I'm very invested.
All right. Well, the Grim Guardians are going to rush up and approach you on both sides. They have giant swords, but one of them's going to actually hang back because he couldn't get as far as the other and shout a deathly curse at you.
A deathly curse. Okay.
That is not a 16 plus, but is a hit for 30 damage as the worm in your ear just shouts all sorts of horrendous things at you.
Ugh.
As you're distracted, I really hope this AC helps you, because a massive two-handed blade is coming down, boy. Oh, and you are cleaved just into pieces.
I'm
you
dead.
are down.
Oh, God.
Well, hold on. I have icons.
You do. You also have Swift dodge?
Yeah.
Could this be
Yeah.
an instance where
So,
I give him something to help?
Let's try. No, it's okay. First, let's try swift dodge.
Wait, you lost momentum when you got hit.
Oh, well, this is the interrupt. Oh no, I got hit with the deathly curse. Do I have anything for attacks against deflection? No. Okay, what if
You have roll with it, but also momentum.
Okay. So getting hit with that spell was the first one.
You could use an icon relationship to give yourself momentum for one of these.
I would like to phase against that first attack with some of Egron's leftover magic, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna whip one of the daggers out, and I'm just gonna be like, "That's the last of that," I guess.
All right. Well, icon relationship.
That's Egron.
Oh,
the
perfect.
6.
All right. So we're gonna make that not a hit then?
If that's fair.
Sure. I like that. Let's rewind. That was your 50. That was your 30.
These guys are big. Yeah.
Apply and healing. Why? Whatever. 40. Okay. So the second one would have been a hit, but you would have had momentum.
So now I have momentum. Let's try swift dodge.
All right. That means that they have to re-roll the attack.
Because I got a 31 against AC, right?
Yep. You have 23 AC.
That's
That
not
is
much better.
a hit.
Still for 50 damage.
Still for
Okay.
50 damage.
And there's nothing I can do to help?
Tell me how you could let Talus recover at the last second, I guess. That's gonna take an icon relationship.
I have a high AC. He's seen me, defend myself before.
Mm-hmm.
I also have an idea, if that's all right.
No, well, I have two icon relationships, so I'm fine with where is my okay.
Look, if you want to preemptively give him your AC bonus, and that would make it a miss with the +1, and then he gets nothing next round, I'll take it. All right.
Planning on running.
I am, but I'm gonna kill one of these guys at least.
Oh my god! Oh. If you're gonna be a dumbass, I'm not gonna give you anything.
No, I'm at 40. I'm at 40 something because this guy took off. Yeah, I'm at 40 because this guy did 50 in one go.
I mean, you can take my AC bonus if you want.
He's already badly injured. It's just another hit and run sort of thing.
That said, it is now the Flesh Tailor's turn.
Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that.
Flesh Tailor, parentheses, humanoid.
It's fine. No one.
I'm so glad there are other, not humanoid Flesh Tailors.
Don't worry about it. He is going to cast a death spell against Talus. It is
it is a crit. I want to use my Prince of Shadows 6. I want to use my Prince of Shadows 6.
Uh-huh.
Can I do that?
To do what? Huh?
You just see this big guy coming, and it's sort of you don't even think about it. I do that phase thing from earlier, but perfectly just out of the way and across the room. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go get everybody else. I'm telling my big brother on you.
Yeah, I'm not willing to let you avoid a crit with just a 6.
No! I'll roll for it.
How about an additional 5 priestess?
Oh, now you're talking.
Because he was possessed. He was possessed by me.
I'm willing to say it's no longer crit, but that's still 40 damage, which is exactly enough to kill you.
That's not a. What about my 6?
The 6 turned it from a crit to a normal.
Oh my. Oh.
Now, Egron, tell us about this 5, baby. This guy,
So,
your body that you were using is about to die.
So because I was in there and that body had an icon with the priestess, and now this one does, there's some sort of odd innate connection. I don't really know. It's kind of like a byproduct, so there's no real control. But it's enough to just barely keep, our boy Talius here with just a single little bit of hit point, just barely
Tell
holding
you
it.
what, I'll let you redirect half the damage to your new body.
Ooh, you know what? Sock it to me. I'll take that.
All right, you take 20 damage, and Talus takes 20 damage. Talus, it is now your turn.
Okay. Evasive strike.
All right. You're wobbly, but you lash out with an evasive strike at the enemy in front of you.
Thought that was a 1 for a hot sec.
That is a hit as you hit him for 31 more damage. He is severely injured but still up, and you have popped free, and you still have your movement.
Yeah, I'm running to the door, and I just sort of like spit blood on the ground and sort of like stumble through while I run past that disgusting pool of heads. I want to go to the hallway where I heard the voices.
All right, back in the audience chamber, you see Talus come stumbling out and just like halt himself right as he sees Yellow Mold and like falls over the top of it, nearly avoiding it. His blood splattering all over the green tile.
I fucked up.
I can see that.
I'm not helping with that one.
Lucian's very silently just like coughing up blood. Like, oh, what happened?
Nisha turns and does a 90-degree bow. Ah, Master Talus, it is a pleasure. Please, we have prepared a goblet for you.
I rip, or rather, I pull the pendant out and I hold it out and I say, your captivation with the stone thief is condemnation enough. I spit in your goblet.
She just stares, unblinking back at you.
Are
Her
you
face
done?
completely still.
I think you
It
should take a
was-
drink. You look a little dehydrated there, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it was
would
good
love-
wine
I would
before you
love-
did that.
I would love some wine. Maybe not. Does anybody have anything that's consecrated? Maybe.
I think you wasted it trying to hurt the chromatic wizard.
That's a shame.
The
No,
black
I'll pass.
chromatic wizard.
I'll pass then. I like swallow a mouthful of blood.
Why don't
Irony.
Sit down and collect yourself.
I do. I do sit down. I start breathing exercises.
On Talus's neck, there is now a glowing bluish mark. It just is an FT, pulsing softly.
F.
Could we, Nisha, would you be a dear and explain what exactly that is?
It would appear our dear Master Talus has been marked and linked forever to the lifespan of the Flesh Tailor himself.
Oh, okay, so he only lives as long as the Flesh Tailor does?
If by that you mean forever and into the end of the ages, yes.
Ugh.
Well,
Looking
that's what
putty.
it was.
Okay. What happens to the... okay.
Do
do
not
you know
worry,
why...
though. If such a feeble body as Talus's were to fall first, the Flesh Tailor would be fine.
Of course.
Hey, you know what this means?
It's good to know.
You know what this means? I'm not doing the existential thing. We gotta go kill this guy.
I don't really.
Can I roll a recovery?
Why would the Flesh Tailor want to bind them together like that?
Well, judging from how he looks, either the Flesh Tailor started a fight or he started a fight with the Flesh Tailor, and thus the Flesh Tailor, out of aggression and or self-defense, marked Talus, and judging from the wounds, I'm assuming he had bodyguards.
I will say I felt this strange sensation of part of me dying for some reason.
Yeah, no, that's right. All of that is right.
Talus, you can use as many recoveries as you want.
Thank you.
But you healed a Flesh Tailor. He's full HP though. It's fine.
You know what? Let's really get there. I'm rolling my shoulders. I'm starting to jump from foot to foot. I spit more blood out, and
You're pouring
I
little
sort of,
like potions over your like ruined flesh and stitching back together.
yeah. I'm putting
Your broken
I'm
bone
putting-
sets back in place.
I'm putting Vaseline on my eyebrows.
I must admit, I've seen corpses in the autopsy look better than that.
I was lying about the about the whole thing about, you know, having a one-man show. I stole I stole something from from a church. But it's no big deal. I'm making it up right now.
From a church? Are you serious?
Times are tough. I was a housekeeper. I didn't do plays, I didn't do shows, I didn't write monologues. I dusted and cleaned.
You could have just opened with that. I'll be honest. I don't understand why you decided to.
Because
your housekeeper doesn't actually like. I don't. You're still handy with those daggers when you want to be.
I haven't done a lot of good with them. It's not. There's a lot of stuff I'm not proud of, and this is a good way to start making up for it, right?
So you were a housekeeper.
So let's go 12 rounds with the Flesh Tailor. Come on, everybody! I'm gonna clap my hands, trying to like rile them up for the fight. It's probably not working.
You know, we could just leave the Stone Thief and deal with this another day.
We could.
Plus, there's that yellow mold right behind you as well.
We don't need to fight the Flesh Tailor. We really don't. We can deal with your problem on the surface. I'm sure we can find some way to unlink you.
Plus, if we can't, you and I can be drinking buddies until the end of time. Or until my other wizards finally kick the bucket.
Does this look like the kind of thing that's gonna follow me out of the Stone Thief?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Also, now that we're on a different map, are you able to load in?
Yeah.
Okay. Weird.
So if that's really where the party's at, and I'm not gonna go back there and fight the thing by myself. So Talus looks sort of dejected and nervous.
Like as a player, I want to go beat up the boss, right? But I have no reason for the dame to want to go.
Why
Yeah,
waste our energy?
this seems like a problem that was created by Talus.
Like, here's the simplest answer about this. Why would we waste our resources when we have who knows how many fights or other large creatures in our way to leave?
Talus, did you find anything that would make everybody want to fight this? I mean, this gentleman has given me wine.
It's somebody's watching, right? You know, it's got to count for brownie points somewhere. Yeah, you know, in case you're like Kalia, right? Kalia, you've messed up a lot in the past, right?
It's compelling.
Yeah,
Don't try and lump me in with you.
he's not entirely wrong.
Yeah, okay, well, I did bad things for other people, okay?
No, I think your most recent bad thing was entirely yourself.
No, it was for, to protect other people.
So that's why you took that pearl necklace and all those other valuables?
Pearl necklace? What are you talking about?
Do you not
Talia.
remember being engaged?
Oh, well, I mean, that money was gonna help fund our adventures, you gotta...
We're like,
Yeah. See, she gets it. Money's important. Money's how you do a lot of things. So a lot of things can be justified in the search of more money, right?
You guys are weird.
No. See, I was mind controlled. You were in sound mind and body when you did this.
You don't know what I did. I didn't say I did anything. I did say I did something, but I didn't say what it was. So it's not that bad.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of people think it's bad, which is why I don't have a lot of places I can go on the surface per se.
Well,
Which
that
is
sounds like a
why
personal problem.
I was very close to Shadowport. Haha.
If you're not even welcome in Shadowport, that says something about your character.
Says the former, crusader lady.
Hey, at least I was still welcome in Shadowport.
She does have a point. It is rather hard to get ostracized from Shadowport.
That's true.
Have you seen their laws? I have.
Sorry, Talus, I'm not compelled.
If we do go, then that's...
It's dangerous
Power-
and people are going to get hurt, yes.
What did you even find? I mean, what did you do to even slight the tailor?
He offered me the chance to leave, and I told him I would kill him to get in the good graces with the priestess. And then I don't really remember what happened after that, but there was a lot of fighting and screaming.
I have no interest in getting involved with your petty, bright god appeasing.
But if we do manage to get rid of the Flesh Tailor, that's a
Lucian would want to.
With Stone Thief gone.
That's not a very compelling argument in these parts.
That counts for... that counts. That does count.
Do I feel some odd compulsion in me because I'm in Lucian's body?
Like, you feel his, spirit in there, man, the priestess would want to take care of this. But also, Lucian's a practical person and ultimately, knows when to cut his losses, too. So it's not strong.
Okay. I do feel something stirring in me, but it's not compelling enough. Talus, it seems your friend here also feels the same, and if that's the case, I'm just gonna walk out with my wine.
There's a lot of jingling. Egron has stuffed 5 wine bottles on Lucian's body. They're just sloshing every step he takes.
Okay, so we're walking away from the boss fight.
I'm gonna grab one of the unspoiled bottles of wine, and I am going to uncork it and take a heavy swig as I come with the rest of the party. And I'm like, you know what? Absolutely right. Don't know what I was thinking. This.
All right.
It
No
is
boss
an
fight.
unoaked white with hints of. It's actually made from frozen berries up in the north.
It's an ice wine?
Yeah, it's an ice wine.
This is delicious, lady. I don't think we got formally introduced.
Niche
If
on
you've said
Master Talus.
right, just tell the Flesh Tailor.
We hope to see you all again.
Right. Sorry,
Fare
not
you
sorry
well in
about the whole
Ossuary.
thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did we get that map?
Yes. Well, and amongst all of this, you've received the map.
Fantastic.
She's
Thank
also
you.
jotted a couple different paths out, and she's like, it is a wonder that the master let Talus leave in his current form. However,
Current form? I'm
Flesh.
sorry, I hate to ask. Flesh. Oh. I'm sure that this whole thing on my neck doesn't come without that caveat. So.
I mean, he could have skinned you and made you a puppet, but you know you're walking out.
I mean, you
perfectly
don't
fine.
know. You don't know that he's not going to. I mean, as far this is his whole.
True.
This is all his place. He could just have skeletons do it for him, and then I'd be alive because of this collar around my neck. But I
You
mean,
can
that's
Once we get to the surface, we'll handle it.
yeah. Who's gonna help me? The priestess? No, it's fine. We're worried about you guys, so this is fine.
Now remember what I said about the notes. Once you pass the tar pit, you are clear of the ossuary. Safe travels, adventurers.
Thanks for all your help.
She gives a big 90-degree bow.
Okay, let's go.
No boss fight time.
I feel like we've been skipping a lot of like combat and like heroics in this run through the Stone Thief. There's been an awful lot of us looking at stuff and going, no.
I'm just confused over the heads.
Yeah, the heads were alarming.
I didn't want to bring it up. I was gonna, if we went to that room, I was gonna pretend I didn't see them.
So literally, your only motive that would have made Leanne have any interest in bothering with fighting the Flesh Tailor.
I guess I do mention that halfway down the hallway, right? So we're sort of like walking there quietly, and I'm drinking, this bottle of wine, as it's like dark, and you can hear like the grumbling of the guts of the Stone Thief from like a mile away. I sort of just like stop, and I'm like, there was a room with all of your dead heads floating in it.
All right, what now?
I keep walking. This doesn't involve me.
Yeah. I take another big swig of the wine, and I say, yeah, there was everybody was there, the whole party. I mean, literally, the whole party. Just sitting there, floating in like 6 inches of water. I don't know how they kept them fresh, but they looked pink as the day y'all were born. And I take like another big swig.
I don't think I was very pink when I was born.
You know what I mean.
Well, our
Either
heads
way,
are currently on our bodies right now.
So you withheld evidence, lied about the situation with the Flesh Tailor, failed to mention that you were the one who instigated your assault upon him, in which he acted in self-defense, and now mention it in a feeble effort to make us want to turn back. Do I have everything correct?
As it is, I'm like, I see an opening. I'm gonna saunter up to Leanne and put my arm around her, and I'm gonna like whisper in her ear. I'm gonna say, there are hundreds of heads. I'm not joking when I say that spotting yours was a miracle. You need to see this.
I already know exactly why those heads exist.
Oh?
The Flesh Tailor catalogs anyone in the Stone Thief in his domain. He's going to put flesh suits, or at least make them eventually, and send them out disguised as us as necessary.
What's your proof? You don't know.
We already met flesh suits. The bartender, you probably forgot because you don't pay any attention, but mentioned that he used to go out as a secret agent for the Flesh Tailor. And we already know that there are plenty of others.
Okay. You know
Oh.
what? You're right. You're right. It's probably nothing.
Oh, it is something, but I have less interest in it after you withheld this crucial
No,
information
it's
until
no
now.
problem at all. I'm sure the state would appreciate having somebody walking around in a living dungeon claiming to be an agent of the state, even though it's clearly not you and just a skeleton walking around in a flesh suit. It's fine. It obviously doesn't matter to you.
Do you think I can get one of this fellow that I'm currently in right now?
They come in a million models, sweetheart.
I will be informing the Empire of this situation and informing them to be suspicious and do the proper necessary investigations of anyone who has arisen nearby the stone. We will impede his movements from the outside.
Oh, isn't that just like the cops to do something after the fact?
This conversation is being held after the fact, Talus.
No, you're right. And like I throw the bottle on the ground and I'm like, it doesn't matter. Literally none of this matters to me. After you're all dead, I'll still be kicking around here getting it on with whoever wants to.
I'm sure our chromatic wizard friend here will be excited to reunite with you. Let's
Like I
keep
said,
moving.
we'll have a perfect drinking companionship.
I'm done with this discussion.
I am too. And then I start walking the same direction as you. But like trying not to make eye contact.
I'm just gonna put Kalia between you and Tala, like between Leanne and Talus.
Oh, Callie is already there.
Alright, so anyway, well, where are we going down this hall, GM?
You travel for quite some time, really just kind of refusing to talk to Talus and such. Most of the trek through the rest of the ossuary is fairly calm. You pass all sorts of graves and crypts and undead and such, but you've been drawn a path of least resistance out. You come upon the Great Tar Pits. This is where all of the compressed bits of unusable bodies and undead get turned into a necrotic tar. It is big, it is sloogey, it comes up to your waist, you move slow while you're in it. But this is the end of the ossuary.
Ooh, that's nasty. I like that.
Okay. The dame does not like it.
I do, I like that a lot.
Well, who's first in?
How convinced are we that we actually have Talus back with us?
He doesn't
And
smell.
Huh?
He doesn't smell like a undead.
Uh-huh.
What do
Okay.
you mean? What do you mean back with you?
Like that they already had a manufactured Talus head, right?
Oh yeah, no, they had not just a manufactured Talus head, but everybody.
Yeah, so if they already had a manufactured Talus head, which you've told us,
Yeah.
then how can we trust that they didn't have like a manufactured rest of Talus, and that was what they sent out to us?
Because I told you about the thing I did, about the thing, the thing.
Uh-huh.
Anyone could make up a story about some random pendant.
That's impossible. No, I wouldn't tell anybody that.
I mean, he did know. Oh, he told us originally about the 1-act show and stuff like that. We weren't in the ossuary yet, so the Flesh Tailor wouldn't have been able to eavesdrop that.
We were technically using skeletons to get around that water.
True.
They may not be affiliated, but It's a possibility.
They couldn't talk. You had to. The skeletons under the water had to ask for what you were saying. I remember.
That they had psychic power. They could talk to us mentally.
Oh.
Look, I'm okay with trusting him if we do. I'm just like, there's also, again, there's a little bit of like metagaming. Ellen is going like, damn it, that would really suck, wouldn't it?
You don't know that.
I mean, if we really, really don't trust them, we could just have Kalia like throw holy energy into him.
Did someone
Yeah.
say blast Talus? I'll do it.
No,
Excuse
just
me?
kind of put a little holy energy in there. It'll either fix him up or it'll really screw everything up.
I'm fine already. Look, no, there's the bumps and scrapes. They've stopped bleeding. It's good.
A little, you say.
No, I'm fine. It's fine. I'm all healed.
Yeah, no. Let's go ahead and do a little bit.
I can hit him with a javelin of faith.
Wait a second. No, that'll just hurt. That's not.
No, not javelin of faith. Can't you just cleric?
A judgment? A nice smite?
Can't you like throw like a cleric heal on him? Wouldn't that like that holy energy? Because you do holy energy now, won't you? Don't you?
Yeah, I guess I could heal him.
Yeah, that would spend waste of recovery though. He's at full health.
Oh, that's true.
I say we javelin of faith him.
That's
No, that'll just hurt.
My javelins don't do that much damage. It's okay.
Okay, well, you can't. No, wait, no, I'm not agreeing to this.
Achoo! Wait, it didn't
Ew.
work.
You gotta target and then click.
I run. I want to run.
She can cast
don't
it
wa-
far away.
I want to dodge it.
You
Wait,
can't
it didn't
outrun
work.
God.
I
You gotta actually
stand
click
like
the power.
I did!
I stand
Reload?
like we're playing dodgeball.
Here, I'll click it for you.
Achoo!
No.
Where's javelin of faith? Oh, there we go. What you? Oh wow,
Wait,
that's man. That's just not loading in, huh?
Hang on, let me try.
Four. Yeah, everyone gonna chew until it works.
Wait a second.
Yeah, I just didn't want to roll, huh?
Javelin
Oh,
of
here
faith
it
machine.
comes. Here it comes. I
Chew.
see it.
Oh my gosh, wait a second.
Well, that's judgment.
Well, I mean, the other one wouldn't roll.
All right, 25 would have hit. Not that I know how much your javelin of faith does. Is your javelin of faith broke?
Wow,
I don't know
thanks
what
for
it is.
that.
My javelin is 3d6 holy damage.
This is good. I'm glad that this is what
My
happened
judgment
instead
is
of us.
5d10.
It's
I'm
5
glad you
damage.
I'm glad you burned a daily on me.
No,
The
javelin of faith is for some reason broken. We'll fix it later. You
Oh,
take 5
judgment.
damage.
Okay. 5 damage. Thank you.
Yeah, he is not. He does not seem to be undead.
Well, I mean, we could throw him in the pit and see if he can climb back out.
No, that would actually be murder.
Ah,
Oh, okay.
semantics.
I'm glad that's
no,
where you
that
stopped
is not
short.
a semantic. That is very. Alright, anyway, we need to get Fruita's pit.
Oh, no, wait. Is that where we're ending the conversation? So, what about you guys? You guys aren't copies? How do I know that every single one of you aren't duplicates?
Well, if you're worried about that, you can leave on your own.
I absolutely detest you.
All right, let somebody
mean,
let Callie out.
I'm still possessing this wonderful bald man.
I know
I
for
don't
a
think they can
fact
replicate that.
that Lucian and Grizz are the same. Kalia, she seems as always.
Thank you, Leanne.
Oh, so that's good. That's just good enough. No, you know what? I'm dropping it. You people are horrible. You're absolutely horrible and biased.
Says the man
You
who
were
withheld
you
information.
said, even by your own story, that you had just been in a room with the Flesh Tailor. Look,
Yeah.
I'm okay. If you want to prove it, I'm
If I
okay
was-
if we let
if I
Kalia
was-
whack me. Fine.
Aim, I could never whack you.
If I was going to be a replacement, I wouldn't have told any of you about it. That's the first giant leap of logic that you all just didn't make.
All I
Okay,
said was,
that dragon on the other side of the room. Does it look like a dragon we've seen before?
There is, like, this was clearly pilfered by something before. It seems to have been a created to honor a dragon in the past. Its age is old. It's hard to tell though.
Could I do
There's any number of dragon bones, however, that have been washed up on the side and like fused into the walls.
oh, that's promising.
Could I do like a religion check to see maybe this is like some sort of old ritual or something?
Sure.
Okay. Oh baby, a triple.
All right. You know from your time like protecting vaults and such and reading through documents that you know, even nowadays, but especially in the past, people would revere and worship dragons in order to you know, dragons are very intelligent. Dragons can be worked with. And the dragons, you know, when you gave them, you know, food and donations of gold and items and such, would protect your town and bring you prosperity and, you know, protect you from invading armies and such. This one in particular was dedicated to Zorsi, the Gentle Mind, a dragon who died back in the 8th Age.
Oh.
So this is like a temple?
Yes, this is
Or
where
remains of a temple?
this is the remains of where they once, you know, where Zorsi lived, and they brought Zorsi, you know, offerings and such.
You
And
know,
now
with,
it has been turned into a garbage disposal. Is that what this
Yep.
tar is? Okay, cool.
I just want to ask, would Kalia happen to know what color Zorsi was?
Zorsi was a white dragon.
Ooh. So I'm assuming Zorsi probably doesn't appreciate that this sludge pit is here.
If Zorsi were still alive, no, they would think this was a great sacrilege to you know, their home.
Well, I do have a 5 with the priestess. It's not a 6. But maybe that could help clear some of this sludge.
Sure.
So I'm assuming that the sludge had to get here somewhere, like from somewhere,
It
right?
is currently pouring in. Yes.
Yeah. So,
in fact, this has been converted into just a sludge pourer.
okay.
Ew.
So I'm assuming that maybe there's like a drain somewhere, or maybe
You said this was a priestess?
yeah, or maybe like I don't know, there's a channel that is bringing more sludge in that could maybe be opened or reversed.
Go
But
ahead
also
and
this is
offer a
just-
prayer.
All right, Moses.
I will offer a prayer in the form of one of my recoveries.
No need.
No need. Uh-oh. I don't like the way that sounds.
What about interpretive dance?
Yeah, so Kalia is you know, she's gonna kneel and and you know, she has like a set of prayer beads around her neck, and she gives a prayer to the priestess a little begrudgingly, asking for help in removing this disgusting sacrilege sludge.
With a loud noise of popping bubbles, like angry bubbles, start arising from beneath the tar pit. And as they pop into the air, the sludge around the land starts shifting and lowering. You look around, beaming, like, haha, I did it. And Talus just gets a sudden burst of two words as the brand on his neck flashes in unison with the Flesh Tailor. Pet. Kill. Out from the tar emerges the remains of Zorsi, reborn into a Dragolich. As her giant body just rising out of the tar now lowering down from where her body had displaced it. And that, I think, is where we'll end the session.
Wait, so the voice of the Flesh Tailor came from Talus?
He just heard it, like, you know, the Flesh Tailor gave a command somewhere else, and they're linked.
Got it.
I mean,
Still would rather fight this dragon than this flesh thief.
I mean, if you're looking at
Tailor.
the stream, both of them were on the same screen.
That's metagame.
That's metagame. And that's metagaming.
Oh no, I was excited. I was like, this is gonna look cool.
I reserve every right to use cool animate tokens in whatever fights I want. And I support branching
not too many, otherwise they will crash the fountain.
Yeah.
No, it looks great. It looks fantastic.
I really liked the ones that you used for the guards.
Okay,
those are
but
good.
follow me here. What about let's drag this in as NPC.
Something about the dragon.
Yeah, look at the boy.
Right.
Look at the
There's
boy.
a boy. Oh, beautiful. Oh, yeah.
That's
What
so
is that?
That's nasty.
I thought really hard about using this one instead.
I know. I like the dragon. The dragon is good. The dragon reminds me of like Dragon's Dogma and spoilers, but Monster Hunter World. Pretty good stuff.
All right. First of all, Zarze, thank you for stepping in and playing as the Taken Over Lucian. You did great. Why don't you start us out? What's something you liked? What's something or someone you want to see again? And as we're leaving the ossuary, you know, how have you liked it?
I am gonna repeat what I said before. I like the animated tokens. I am gonna like seeing them in the future because they just look cool. So that's always great. I did like the whole they have like a butler maid who's very the Flesh Tailor is kind of like it's like an aristocrat. He's an artist and he's treating everybody as guests, but at the same time you're gonna one day become a suit, willing or unwilling. So I do want to see a return of that, the consequences of not stopping him, because oh wow, that's some like good spy infiltration stuff in the future. But I enjoyed everything. I think this was all fun.
All right. Rumham?
You know, I did enjoy blasting Talus, even if it was only 5 damage.
Oof.
You know, Seb manages to play characters that Kalia just doesn't get along with. I am interested to see what us skipping the Flesh Tailor entails, but I mean, not very convinced to go fight him either, especially now that we have to fight this dragon, and I'm assuming we would have had to fight this dragon either way. So Knowing this now as a player, happy we didn't fight the Flesh Tailor.
All right, look, I don't often, like talk about what's behind the curtain, right? But the route where you skip the Flesh Tailor, which is what you chose, yes, you fight the dragon either way, but this is the beefier dragon. The other one was a lower level version of the same idea, meant to be accompanied by the Flesh Tailor then being the boss that you're like conquering in the level. Look, you got to go through your your 4 fights before full heal up, regardless of how you do it.
Yep.
All right, Ellen.
I liked the butler lady. I thought she was fun. I liked the awkwardness of, oh, we're doing something super polite now. Okay. Here we go. And I'm also kind of intrigued to take a look at what on earth these necromantic books are that the Flesh Tailor wanted to get a hold of. Absolutely not going to go source them for him. But see if that tells anybody anything about what the Flesh Tailor is trying to expand into.
I mean, a lot of them are just boring titles on things like Concerning the Spirits of the Undead, or The Skeleton Inside All of Us, a motivational book for necromancers, or...
Oh, I want to read that one.
That one sounds fun, actually.
I want to read that one.
I'm pretty sure Birdie already has that one.
Yeah.
Birdie has a signed copy.
Yeah. They waited in line to get that signed copy, thank you.
Oh no, it's adorable.
The empowering of necromantic energies via ley lines and the astral movements, volume 4.
Okay. All right, well, there you go. I saw it again. There we go.
Pow?
Had some neat visuals this session. Good work with that. Flesh suits, kind of cool. Yeah, that's really about all I have to say on the matter.
Any NPCs you want to see again?
I want to see Lucian again.
Yes, fair. Seb, take us home.
Wow, that was fun. I think there was a lot of good-hearted role-playing this session. It was very sort of dramatic. I tried to make the best case for fighting the Flesh Tailor, but I gotta be honest, I like this setup. I actually like how this looks. I like the road that we took here narratively. I like that there's a big dragon in a tar pit, and it's like, oh, okay, well, this is a thing now. And it's sort of like, I don't know. It sort of validates the Flesh Tailor as a threat to the party when they thought they were, when they thought they were just gonna get away if it wasn't for Talus's meddling. But yeah, so I would like to see more of, I guess, the big bosses in the Stone Thief, but I don't necessarily want to see them on this run. I don't know how many more we have left for the campaign, but I definitely want to see more of these setups where we see somebody large and in power. We saw it with the Mad Butcher. And I think somebody else, right? I don't remember. Either way, it's been fun every time, so I would like to see the rest. And then yeah, I think those are sort of my closing thoughts. Is I think this was a very fun session. I was very engaged.
Well, good. I will see all of you, except Zarze. Sorry, Zarze. You did great, though.
I'm gonna go back in the basement. Don't worry.
Good. Zarze, however, does play in our sci-fi game, so I will see him and Seb tomorrow, and Rumham. Let's not forget Rumham.
Yeah, I play games too.
Yeah, you weren't there last time, okay?
No, it was boys' night. I'm sorry.
No, you weren't there at the sci-fi game either.
Yeah, that was also boys' night part 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
As a GM, I absolutely love just how we turned the session where 2 players weren't there into, like, just by natural antics, you guys are like, what happened? That was great.
Oh, yeah. It was a
I
lot of fun.
liked that. But I'll see you all next week. Until then, keep on keeping on.